I just got my Writual Planner. Let's review it together. You might have seen in some of my videos that I'll be getting supplies to learn tarot, and some of those items came from Writual. It's Writual with a W in the beginning, and a few things that I've got from them already are stamps with the stamp ink, and they're stamps basically for every tarot card. And then I also got their study guide, and it's a really thick book that teaches you all about tarot step by step, and it also comes with a tarot deck. It's a classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, so it matches with the book, and then you go through the deck and through the book and learn it slowly. But one of the items of theirs that I've had my eye for the longest time was their planner. So their planner comes in two different flavors, one in a 3-card daily spread and a 1-card daily spread, and I actually couldn't decide which one I wanted the best. One of the things that was stopping me is their 1-card comes in this gorgeous blue cover, and their 3-card spread comes in the red. And if you've seen my channel for any length of time, you know that I love anything blue. So I didn't end up getting the planner on time, but then I saw that since we're already in December, they were having a good deal on their 2024 planners, and the one that I was able to get was a 1-card daily card planner, and which is this one, and it is so beautiful, and I'm so excited that I decided to get this version of it. So let's check it out together. So as you can see, it's spiral bound. It is 8.5 by 11, so this is your standard page size. From my previous videos, I mentioned that their study guide is smaller. It's 7 by 9, so it actually perfectly fit into my zipper case. This one is 8.5 by 11, so it's a full page, so it will not fit with my case, but it's okay because it is quite a big book, and I don't think I've had a space for this book and the book that's already in it, which is fine. So let's check out this planner. It's really big, so I hope it fits into frame. Let me move this and let's open it up. So here's the title page. As you can see, this is how company name is spelled, Writual, and you can find them, I believe it's ritualplanner.com. And here it tells you how to use the planner, and it's a planner for the whole year, by the way, if I forgot to mention it. And it actually here goes into full detail about the planner, what each section is about, and I believe you can see this on their website as well. So we can run through it real quick. There is a monthly planner, there are weekly planners, so each calendar has moon phases, which I love. And then your weekly ones have your spread for the week and your dailies. Then you have the review, like a monthly review of the month, where you can look back and journal about how your month went. You have a whole spread for the year, and you also have spread for the month. So every year, month, a week, you can do a card spread for that specific length of time, and then every day you also pull a card or 3, depending on which version of this you got. Before you start, you create your personal birth chart, and this is, you know, what your rising sun and sign and all of that. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do this fully because I don't know the time of my birth, only the date and the month, so I might do partial. I don't know if it will work out, but we'll see. There is a calendar here, 24-25. There are holidays, and here all your moon phases for this time period. I imagine here's from the 1st through 31st, January through December, and basically shows you how the phases of moon are going, and it tells you what each of those phases is named and what it kind of stands for, which is really cool. Looking forward to reading through all of these. Then tells you about different tarot spreads that you know, you can do. These are for 3-card spread. You can do like mind, body, and spirit, or idea, process, aspiration, or your relationship and partner, and on and on. So you 3-card spread doesn't have to be only like past, present, and future, but it can be for these various different things. And then you have tarot questions. Basically, you can ask a question before you pull a card or before you shuffle cards until it falls out, whatever your style is. So this is really cool. Gives you an ideas, and I really appreciate that because first, when I got my first couple decks, I was like, so what do I do with them? Do I like shuffle them and pick one card and like figure out what it means, or do I like ask it, or do I journal on it, you know? So, or like if I need to ask you, how do I ask it? Is there a right way, quote unquote? So I like they're providing these questions to, you know, start you off with. Really cool. Oh, this is so cool. So they have basically a cheat sheet for all of the cards for swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. Or you can call wands, I think, rods, and pentacles are called coins, and on and on. There are different ways of the suits are called, but basically there are 4 suits and for every number. And then when you have a page, knight, and queen and king, this is really cool. Very, very helpful to actually kind of have a real quick what the meaning of the card is. As I mentioned, they also have a study guide, and by guide I mean it's a really thick book. It's like a full-on study of tarot, and not just what they mean by themselves, but also what they mean in combination. And then you also journal to see what it actually means specifically to you. So it's kind of like learning / adapting to yourself, which I'm really looking forward going through that. But in case if you not there yet with knowing all of them, or you don't want to constantly go on Google and see what each card means, so go through the little booklet. They give it to you here, and they also give you the major arcanas, which is your Justice, and the Hierophant and the Fool and all of that stuff. So that's really cool that this is available like in this literally just 2-page spread. Really cool. So this is the astrological side of this planner. So this planner is not just tarot, it's also astrology basically, and tarot. So you can see like what the alignment of the planets are, what angle they're in, and how they correspond, and what elements, and all of that stuff. So that's really, really cool. As I mentioned, I'll be able to use just some of it, but it's still really cool to have. So here's that personal birth chart that was mentioned in the beginning, and I think these are all 12 houses, and yeah, there you go, the Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and all of that. So you basically fill it in for yourself depending on your date of birth and your time if you know it. And there are also like, then once you do, you fill out your houses and your planets and all of that. So basically that's like your astrological spread if you want to have that. So I think it's really cool. And this is the yearly spread that I mentioned. So there are spots for 12 cards. And basically, like, I know I'm kind of too late for it somewhat. I mean, it's mid-February, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, in the beginning of the year, you would technically pull your deck or decks, however you want to do it. If you want to do 12 different decks, it's up to you. And pull a card for each month, and then write out what that means for you per month, and then also the energy for the whole year. So I think it's really cool. I think you can just pull a separate card for just year overall if you want, or you can even write your like word of the year here if you want. I mean, that's just coming from me, not from them. And then moving on, then we start with actual month. So this is, for example, month of January. And as I mentioned, there are every phase of the moon here, and there are also not just phase of the moon, but where the planets are, I guess like how they conjunct and all of that stuff. The astrological side, I'm not even there, even close. I know just some things from listening to astrologers online, but this is not what I'm trying to learn this year. I'm going to focus on tarot separately, and then I might go and study astrology, but that's going to be like probably year 2, 3 later. But it's still really cool if you are into that kind of thing, or if you track it, to have it all outlined here for you, like right in front of your eyes. And it basically tells you the full moon, the new moon and the full moon, when they happen, and the sun, what signs they are in. Again, really cool. So you can kind of like, when the month starts, you can preview, see where the energies of the planet's going to be at. And then here is this month kind of a priority. So this is the start of your month. So you have intentions, priorities, how do I want to feel, feelings inspired by, looking forward to, need to let go of. Here you have highlights, goals this month, and then you have your trackers. I think this is such a cool little spread to have. No matter what planner you have, there is nothing here about spirits or visualization or whatever. This is your straightforward planner spread. Really cool. Again, like if you want to get that idea and just to have in your bullet journal, I think it's fantastic. And then, as I mentioned, you can do your monthly spread, right? So you have your monthly page, and you have love, money, work, health, and spirit, and you just pull card per each. And then, as I mentioned, they have stamps. So I have stamps so you can stamp what tarot card comes out into each of these. They also have stickers. I personally end up getting stickers from Amazon, like a big stack. You can see it in my previous videos, and those cards are very small, so I'm pretty sure they can all fit in here. So either you can use stamps to stamp them in here, or you can put the actual pictures of the tarot cards. They're based on your classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, and then based on those cards you write out here what they actually mean to you. Because with tarot cards you have meanings that are kind of like standard classic meanings, and that's what you're going to see in the booklet, but there are also what they mean to you over time. The more you use tarot, the more you kind of see, oh, actually to me it means blah blah blah, and then with that in mind you write out here. But again, since I'm kind of beginning doing that on a daily basis, I know it will develop over time. In the beginning, since I'm such a study geek, I will probably really stick to like the classic meanings and then see how they work out for me, if they make sense to me. And then you basically reflect. So this is kind of your preview for the month, what to expect kind of thing. And then your dailies begin. And so here's the week, basically weekly spread. You have your calendar, shows you with the arrow which week you're on. Obviously you have your dates, you have your affirmation for the week, and then you can also pull 3 cards for the week overall and write out what you think that message is. And then every day you have 1 card. So I believe the way it works in the other layout of planner, you have 1 card for the week and 3 for each day. This one is the other way around. And I'm actually glad that I end up getting 1 card, because in the beginning I think it's a bit too overwhelming to pull 3 cards and like assess meaning of all of them. So I think for me it's gonna work out perfectly. So every day I will pull out 1 card, write a message, and then write out throughout the day what today brings, and then see how what happened during that day resonated or not with what I thought the message was. And then over time you kind of can see, hopefully, the relation with them, or how they mirror each other and so forth. So then you kind of like get in tune with your intuition a little bit more and see like what messages you're getting from the universe. Basically there are 3 days on here and 4 days on here. That's your week, so all of them are the same way. And I imagine you have just more weeks. And then 8/14. Okay, so here, because I was wondering why don't I have the next week spread. Here we happen to have new moons. So even though I was in the middle of weekly spreads, if there is a new moon, or I imagine full moon, or any other kind of celestial happenings, so you will have these important celestial events basically laid out in order as you're going through planner. So you just page through the planner, right, as you go chronologically, and they will come up for you. You don't have to remember, oh, the new moon is coming. You literally will see it's coming up. And so just like you did for like the year or to start the month, looks like you can do the same kind of a review for the new moon as well. So you have intentions, what I allow, how I feel, what I want to change, basically gratitude and notes. So that's really nice. And then you pull your 6 cards for the new moon. Then you write out answers to each of those 6 questions here. So there are 6 cards and 6 questions. Where am I now? What is influencing me? What have I released since last full moon? What seeds am I ready to plant? How can I help my intentions grow? And what can I rely on during this cycle? So that's really cool to kind of like set yourself up for what new moon brings, kind of new beginnings, like fresh starts. And then we have the next week basically continues, the following week, then the following week, and then we arriving at the full moon. So again, just like with the new moon, you have a full moon spread, and the questions are different because full moon means different thing than new moon. You have this is more like a letting go stuff, versus with new moon is like what you're setting up kind of thing. So that's the full moon. And then I think because it was end of the month, yes, you have this spread of just bulleted paper. I've heard from others and I see for myself that the bullets here are like really big. I don't know why they're big. Usually standard bullets are smaller. But hey, this is spread for whatever you want. You want to do a vision board here. You want to fill in with maybe images of your spread at the end of the month. You want to put photos or just decorate it to kind of like look back at the month, whatever. This is, what they call the space of possibility. And here's your next month. Then you have February, again, all the planets lined up, where the sun is and moon, old, full, new. And then again, you're previewing your month, and then your monthly spread is here. And then you start with week and on. And then I imagine you will run again with into a new moon, and then your full moon, Yeah, there you go, the new moon, and then you're gonna have full moon, and on and on. Let me see if there's any difference like towards the end, like maybe like a closing out the year or something like that. I haven't had a chance to look through it, so I'm looking through it with you. So we're here together. Okay, so December. All right. Okay, so it looks like new moon gonna be towards the end of the year, and there are a bunch of the same bulleted sheets. Okay, so there is no, it doesn't look like there is like a closing off of the year, but if you get then the following year's planner, then you will have basically beginning of the year set up where you review those questions again. So here looks like you have a bunch of these bulleted, yeah, and then it's just basically end. Okay, so yeah, there you have it. I'm really excited about it. I do like, as much as I'm a lover of everything pocket and small, when I'm studying, I do love larger size books or notebooks, because when I study, I tend to write really large, and I like room to spread and really like write out my notes at length. So I really like that it is a letter size, and I'm very excited about, you know, using it, learning tarot, learning myself, kind of like learning to trust my intuition, or see if I can tell, not the future obviously, but you know, kind of like get the sense of what is happening in my life, and maybe just use it as a tool to, you know, bring some calm into my soul. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything like maybe super magical, but I think it's really cool, and I just love that whole soul side of this, you know, hobby, if you may, or this study subject. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward using this planner for this year and learning along. And just real quick, I want to show you the stickers that I mentioned. In one of my previous videos, I shared with you this case here. This is my tarot learning setup. I love this case. It's so pretty, and all the stars is just so soulful, and I don't know, I just love it so much. And inside, as I mentioned, the stamps that I got from Writual, here they are. It also comes with the ink pad here, so there are stamps for every suit and also every major arcana character like Hierophant and the Fool and all of that. So there are the stamps here. Sorry for the glare. And then if you don't want to deal with stamps, you can get stickers. And the stickers, I put them into the pocket here. And basically here they are based on the classic tarot card deck, and this is same tarot card deck that I actually got from Writual. Here it is. As you can see, there's same symbolism, and because of that, I'll be able to use these stickers with these cards without any problem. As you can see, there are same designs, same kind of deck. They are so tiny. There are 1008 stickers here, and you can see there is an example of the sheet, so that's how small they are. So I'm pretty sure they should be able to fit into the planner. And as I mentioned, the study book, this is the study book from Writual as well, called Decoding the Cards. This one is 7x9, so it fits in this case, unlike the planner, which is large. But again, it is not a problem, because as you can see, this case is already full. It holds the study guide, it holds my common planner, it holds my moon deck stickers, it holds my tarot card deck, and it also obviously holding the stickers and the stamps and my pens. So this one is already serving, you know, what it needs to do. So my basically tarot study kit is this zipped case here with everything in it, and then the planner, all my writing utilities are in here. So when I want to do my study, I can just grab these two and just sit down and, you know, pull the card and write it down, put a sticker down, you know, write it all up, journal on my thoughts if you may. And if you need more room to journal, I can use my common planner here. And yeah, this is my setup. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you maybe were considering yourself, I hope I helped you to kind of look inside and see what's all in there. And then if you were looking for good tarot stickers, here they are. I'm gonna put links to everything in the description down below. And if you like this kind of videos, please like, please subscribe. And in the comments down below, let me know if you yourself are familiar with tarot, if you watch those tarot videos on YouTube, which I love doing that. Let me know who your favorite tarot readers, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, you take care. Bye bye.